Hi Stuart, my name is Jessica and I'm going to just compare your website here with you today to one of your top competitors and give you a couple tips and tricks that can help you guys optimize it a lot more and get more traffic in. So the first thing we're going to talk about is going to be content. One thing to keep in mind is when Google ranks websites, they're looking for about 1,500 keywords of content on the homepage alone. And so if you go through here, you'll realize that you guys don't have a ton of content on your homepage. I do see you've got this here which slides and has content, which is great. It is one way to make it seem like your web page is not super long, which is awesome. If we come over here and jump over to one of your competitors, Gyron Roofing, you will notice that they have a little bit more content than you guys, which helps them get closer to that 1,500 range. So adding in that content will help you to beat out more of your competitors like these guys. One thing too that they do as well is they have this accordion right here, which also hides content as well. And so that's a great way to make it seem like your web page isn't really long. And it also helps to keep it a lot more organized. So another thing that we want to talk about is kind of the behind the scenes of your website. So if we come over here, this is a paid tool that we use called Ahrefs. And in this tool, you'll see that we have backlinks, referring domains, and organic keywords are kind of some of the most important stuff. So you guys have a lot of backlinks and some referring domains, which is great that you have this going for you. The goal here is to get this UR and DR, which is your power and your trust, to get these up higher, closer to 100, and especially keep these close to a 1-to-1 ratio. Having these at that 1-to-1 ratio just shows Google that your power is doing really good, as well as your trust. And so one way to do that would be to come in here to your backlinks, and you can take out some of the ones that might be spam or might be Chinese or stuff like that and get rid of some of those. So you can go through and you can see all of them. You can see the strength that they have too. And so some of them that are a lower strength, like 38's a lot lower than some of these 90s. So those might be some good ones to take out too if you do a little bit more research on them. Another thing too is keywords. And so with these keywords right here, these are great to put in your content. It's showing right now you guys have about 204 is awesome. And so if we come in and click in here, you can see what these keywords are and what their search volume is every month. And so you'll notice that JRC, which is your guys' company name right here, gets searched about 3,300 times a month, which is awesome. It does have a much more difficult keyword difficulty, so that means that this one's a little bit more difficult to rank. And so that is one thing to keep in mind. But JRC Construction gets a volume of 150 and a no KD. So it still has a good search volume. It doesn't have high KD, which means it's really easy to rank. So that's awesome. Some of these things you'll notice, like Pioneer Frozen Foods, this comes from some of your backlinks. And so that would be the one that through your backlinks we could take off. That way you guys just have stuff that's pertinent to your site and what you guys actually do. So if we come over here, you can see your competitors don't have as many backlinks as you or referring domains, and their power and trust isn't as strong either. They do have more keywords, which just comes from the content on their site is a big portion of that. And so that helps them to bring in more traffic and more value with that traffic. And so those are some things that if we help you guys with some of this, if you guys are interested, or if you guys do that on your own, that'll help you to be able to outrank your competitor. Another thing too to keep in mind is when people are searching for you on Google, you'll notice the Google Map pack, and that gets ranked because of citations, which is just your name, address, and phone number posted throughout the internet. And so one thing you can do is get more of those citations through things like Yelp and Bing and maybe even a YouTube channel. Creating those accounts will help you to get those citations and outrank your competitor there. That way you guys can get as much organic traffic coming in as possible. If this is something that you guys are interested in allowing us to help you with, please reach back out. And if not, we wish you guys the best of luck with ranking your website.